Hi everyone, this is Reverend Shae Moyers, and today is Wednesday, August 16th, and we're here to do a long overdue energetic forecast. Wanted to share with you some of the energies that are going on. We are heading into our first lunar eclipse and also full moon over the next 2 to 3 days, and it's time to hit the reset button. What that means is that you're being called to step into something new, something that is unknown, something that may be a bit beyond your comfort zone, to do things that you would say, maybe I'll do that someday, some point, and instead saying, you know what, I'm done waiting. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right now. And that is what's happening. We are spiraling upward. What that means is we are coming back full circle, but at a higher level. Very much like an upward trek where, you're pushing hard. The upward walk is much harder than those downhill slopes. We are being asked to do the work. We are being asked to step forward into positions of leadership, visibility, uncomfortableness, having to focus on right now, what's in your present time, what's in your face. One of the things that I've been working through over the last several weeks is to kind of just stay in the moment. I'm working on myself, doing a lot of work with the outside physical body, which for me is very unusual because normally I'm doing a lot of more inner work. And I've spent the last week or so kind of pushing myself into a place of uncomfortableness and of uneasiness, uncertainty, kind of having to deal head on with dealing with, some shame and guilt that I have about my body and kind of facing that and working through that. It's been an interesting ride. It is not over yet. Actually, we're just beginning, I think, in that arena. So you may be feeling kind of vulnerable or naked, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever that is. You're having to deal with some harsh realities right now, or maybe coming to terms with things in your past and knowing that the only way out is through. But whatever you do, don't isolate. Know that there are people out there that will hear you, that will validate you, that will listen and say, I hear you, I see you, I understand, without trying to fix you. I really do believe that everyone has one person in their life that they feel absolutely safe with, or safe enough to speak freely and not be judged, or even finding a therapy group or a counselor, or even just calling a stranger and saying, hey, I need you to hold my hand while I walk through this. And they will, but you have to ask for it. A lot of times we assume that hand will be given, but many times our expectations are dashed because we wait, we assume, and nothing comes. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say, please hold my hand while I'm walking through this. Because at one point, you'll probably return the favor to them. As you kind of go out ahead of them on the upward climb, they may be faltering back behind you, and that would be when you could reach back and say, hey, grab my hand, I got you. We'll go through this together. And that really is kind of the theme for the next week or so, actually through the remainder of the month. It is reach back. Remember where you've been. Remember who you are. Everything that has happened in your life has happened up till now for a reason and a purpose. And it has shaped who you are today. Don't forget those things. But also just take the blessings and take the lessons and leave the rest in the trash as you move forward in this. Right now, the energies are very, very tight. They're very wound in almost a circular motion. We are in hurricane season. And as you know, there's a lot of floodings going on in Louisiana. These energies of being so direct and forward, they're very likely have a creator destroyer kind of field, meaning just as quickly as you can manifest something, just as quickly it can go away. So be right now. Tony Robbins talks about in his document, I Am Not Your Guru, that we make our choices in a second, in a moment. We breathe, we choose, we change. And I do believe that is really true. We've got a lot of people out there right now that are kind of going through major shifts. And please know that everything that you're doing is leading to something good. You may not be able to figure out what that is, but it is leading you to go higher. It's pushing you and saying, come on, let's do this. And just remember that if you panic, the universe is going to come back and meet you with panic. And then what you thought was already a bad situation may intensify and be really worse than what you thought. But that can also be on the flip side and work for the good. So continue to work. Do your best. If nothing else, do something. But keep moving, keep the momentum, and keep going forward. Because every little inch that you move is an inch where you're not going to be again. And that's a good thing. So I wish you well. I wish you peace. And we'll talk to you soon.